What's up, everybody? It's Average, and today I'm going to get into the top 15 tips to help you win your Warzone games. Here we go. Number 1, your class setup. Your class setup is very important. So here is what I have for my loadout. I have 2 classes set for my Warzone. I have one that's high alert, right? So I have the M4, the monolithic suppressor. Suppressors are so important for Warzone. I'll explain why in a second. So I have the monolithic suppressor, the custom marksman barrel, commando foregrip. Commando foregrip is amazing on every fucking gun. Recoil stabilization, aiming stability, insane. 60 round mags. You don't want to run out of ammo. You don't want to have to reload and lose that clutch fight. Happens a lot. The M16 stock, aiming stability, it's insane for long ranges. No fucking recoil at all. And that is it. That's all I have on this one, on the M4. And then I just run a combat knife as a secondary because I'm going to switch it when I get to this class. So this class right here, I have the AK. The game I won was using the AK that I picked up off the ground out of a drop. I tried to recreate the class that I think it looked like with some modifications. So I have the Commando foregrip, 40 round mag, rubberized grip tape because the recoil on the AK is fucking ridiculous. The original scope on this was the AP X5 holographic sight. That's good for long ranges. It's really nice. But I just prefer the GI Mini Reflex. I really like that sight. And then the Field LMG stock takes down the recoil, aiming stability. It's insane. It's beautiful. Mwah, bonito. Very, very amazing. And that is all I have for that. So for the next one, for the secondary, the AX50, the 32-inch factory barrel. Amazing. No bullet drop, really. I mean, with obvious, it's not going to fucking cross map, no bullet drop. But from a decent distance, the bullet drop is contained. We got the thermal scope. Thermal snipers have been a big thing in Warzone. I don't know what it is. Usually I'd use a variable zoom. But this thermal scope, this thermal dual power scope, you can have the double magnification for the zoom. It's got long range. You can see fucking everybody. And at the beginning of the game, when you do, if you do get your loadout quick, nobody's going to have the cold-blooded on. And the Singard Arms marksman is good for aiming stability. We don't need movement speed, and the aim down sight speed isn't very important when you're sniping long distances. You're not going to be fucking quick scoping up close with this shit. Recon, very important. See enemy nameplate range. I usually run this or I run focus in case I'm getting shot at. The stippled grip tape does help with aim down sight speed and sprint to fire speed just in case. I would run rubberized or granulated if you want. I just prefer stippled. And that is it. That's all I run for this sniper. So I will run EOD, overkill, and shrapnel just so I have these 2 C4s. These C4s are fucking crucial. I also run the heartbeat sensor. If you're in, say your teammate has a bounty, you need to see where the other people are. You got a bounty on you. You need to see if there's people near you. This is so fucking clutch. I don't run any other secondary tactical, just the heartbeat sensor. So back to the suppressor here. This monolithic suppressor adds sound suppression and damage range. The damage range is very important. But the sound suppression, you can fuck somebody up and they won't even know where you're coming from just because they can't hear it as well with this suppressor. It's very important in Warzone to stay hidden most of the time unless you're fucking a Call of Duty god, which I guarantee a lot of you guys aren't. Unless you are, I stand corrected. However, I am not as good at the game as everybody else, so I need this monolithic suppressor. Keeps me hidden. Nobody really knows where I'm at or where they're being shot from, and it fucking melts. So this is what I use for my class. High alert. I have high alert as this perk right here. So what I'll usually do is I'll take this Warzone class, so I have my sniper, and then if I find another loadout drop on the way, I will switch to this, have the M4 as the primary instead of the AK, and then I have high alert so you know when people are aiming at you. Very clutch. Some people could swap out high alert for Ghost if you'd rather. Ghost is really good also. People call in UAVs all the time. You might need it. So that is all I have for the class setup. On to tip number 2. Alright, tip number 2, buying back your teammates. So important. A lot of people get a lot of money and all they want to do is buy loadout drops, UAVs, different kind of shit. If you have a teammate that lost their gulag or the gulag is closed and you need to buy back a teammate, that should be your first priority. Your whole team can pull together money. That should be everybody's first priority to get as much money as possible. Bring it together. If you're by yourself, you can't most times win a 1v3 unless you're playing a group of bots like me and my friend group. So it's so important to buy back your teammates as quickly as possible and as soon as you can, collect as much money and get your teammates back, because you need 3 people to win that game if you want to. On to tip number 3. You need to stock up on shield. I have had so many fights where I just needed one more shield and I would have won the game. The guy was one shot. If I had more shield, I would have won. It's so important to have a stockpile of shield with you. On to tip number 4. This gas is fucking lethal. It is extremely fast. It'll fuck you up. Make sure that you are clear. It's not like the Fortnite storm where it's 1 tick, 2 tick, 3 tick. It fucks you up from the jump. The first circle will fuck you up. Make sure you're not taking any chances or cutting it close at all. You need to stay away from the circle at all costs. Number 5, sniping. If you are not a good sniper, do not snipe. Don't waste your time. Don't blow cover. If you do not have a clear shot, do not take it. You will start a fight with people that maybe have higher ground than you or maybe have a better advantage than you. And the sniping in Warzone is so different from multiplayer. I snipe in multiplayer all the time. So much different. It's more of a tactical, real-life sniping thing. You need to get high ground. You need to be above the person, have a clean shot. You need to hit heads because you're not going to hit that second shot if you snipe them once. They'll run away. So if you can't snipe or you're not a good sniper, do not challenge people, and especially other snipers, because a lot of the times they're more kitted than you and they will fuck you up. I've learned that a lot because I'm really good at multiplayer sniping, but in Warzone, I've gotten my shit rocked many times. So do not try it if you do not know how to snipe. On to tip number 6. Tip number 6, the ghillie suit. The ghillie suit is fucking amazing. So currently I have Grinch. I got the Night Fang one from the blueprint in the store. This thing is crazy. My buddy was in a bush and in the final circle hiding, and 4 teams walked past him. This is very crucial if you are not the type of person who can run into squads and just fuck them up and obliterate them. If you need to hide, you can hide. Nobody can see you in this thing. This thing is crazy, completely OP. Activision, please don't get rid of it. On to tip number 7. Vehicles. Vehicles are so very important. Usually there's a helicopter at dam and at prison. You can get on that helicopter, get in the air, get out of the way of the circle. It's fucking crucial. The blue SUV is the best vehicle for cover. It's very hard to get sniped out of that thing. If you're on the ATV or the little rover thing, very easy to get sniped out of, get shot out of. The SUV has tiny little windows, very hard for people to snipe you out of. Very clean, very easy to stay safe. Very good. Amazing. The best vehicle you can find besides the helicopter. Number 8 is winning your gulag. You need to win these gulags. You need to know the ways to push, how to win these with these certain guns. Usually the gulag will put you with the 1911, the 725, the Magnum, the Origin 12 shotgun, or the R9. You need to learn these weapons very well. Go into multiplayer, fuck with them a little bit, learn how to use them, and know tactics for the gulag, because that is so clutch. You win your gulag, you're back in the game. It's amazing. You have to win these. I'm very good at winning gulags. I've lost maybe 2 or 3 out of the 30 I've done. They're amazing. They're so I'm good at it. I don't know how. I'm just good with these guns. So you need to learn the ways to push. You need to use your tactical grenades and your other grenade, and you need to be on point when you get in that gulag and just focus and win that shit. Number 9, contracts. So contracts are a good way to earn money and other advantages in the game. So when you pick up a bounty, you can see where that team is. You can see where that whole team is and usually get I think it's $3,000 from it. But the most important contract you will find is the scavenger contract. The scavenger contract has 3 crates for you to pick up, and inside those crates is a fucking crazy assortment of guns. You get legendary guns, you get a bunch of munitions box, stopping power rounds. That shit is legit. That shit is fire. So you need to get that, and then you'll get $2,000 from it. Your whole team gets a tactical gas mask, and it's clutch. The last one is the recon one. The recon one gives you a peek of the next circle, so you can make your moves into that next circle so you do not fuck with the gas. Now, this could be extremely clutch towards endgame because you know where the final circle is. You can get in there, get camped up, get in a nice little building where you have sight lines, get your whole team watching, and it's fucking amazing. Number 10, farmland. Farmland is one of the best places to land. Now, circle given or the path of the plane given, you can land there, get so much fucking cash, legendary drops everywhere in there. It's amazing. I've come out of there with like $10,000 in certain games. It's crazy. Farmland is the best spot to land, in my opinion. You guys might have other spots that you like to land. Comment those down below. But I fucking love Farmland. I don't know what it is. I just love it. I know I played Ground War, so I know the Farmland map pretty well. I just love it. The drops that I get there are insane. Number 11, High Ground. I know some of y'all may have played Fortnite. Same concept here. You need to have high ground. It's so much easier to just shoot down on somebody, especially if you don't have the skill to go toe-to-toe with them. If you're above them, they don't really have anywhere to hide. You can see all angles that they're going to move at. It's fucking perfect. You can fuck them up in 5 seconds flat. Number 12, extremely important, communication with your squad. You have a ping system. Use it. We've gotten saved so many times from a well-placed ping, marking people, telling us where people are. You have a compass above you. You can see where they are according to the compass. The pings are so clutch. And another thing, you need to make sure you are with a good squad. A squad that you guys are all at similar skill levels, so the skill-based matchmaking isn't fucking crazy because one guy's insane and then you're not as good. You need to have a similar skill level team. And you need to make sure you guys get along because you need to communicate. You need to get along. You need to have decent call-outs so you guys aren't arguing, shit like that. Communication is so key for this game. Number 13, the UAV. The UAV is an amazing advantage, and it gives you an entire playing field of where everybody is. And if you get 3 UAVs, you get an advanced UAV. So if all of your teammates have a UAV, you get an advanced. That is so clutch. You can see where people are, seeing if they're sneaking up behind you. Even if they have ghosts, you can see where they are. Fire. Number 14, contextual tap. So if you go into your options and you go under controller, go down to weapons, use /reload behavior. Go all the way to the right. Usually it's at tap to reload. Go all the way to the right. Turn on contextual tap. You can drop and pick weapons up so fast. You can swap them out, open doors quick without having to hold the button. Save so much time, and it could be time that you could be dying. So it's perfect. And it works in other game modes too. If you're playing Cyber Attack or you're playing Search, you need to open a door quietly. You don't want to run through it. You can just tap square. You don't have to hold it. It's fire. Best setting ever. And last but not least is weapons to pick up when you drop. So when you drop, I'm sure you're going to see M13s, SCARs, Model 680s, other pistols, the MG40 or whatever the fuck it's called. They're all amazing. So when you get down, the M13 is one of the best assault rifles in the game. The little to no recoil. The fire rate is fast. The mag size is decent. 30 round mags. It's not bad. It's really good. So if you see an M13 near you, you need to pick it up. The MP7. Very good for close range combat. Fucking melts people. It's awesome. At range, it's not going to do you much good, but it's very good up close. As well as the Model 680. The Model 680, usually when you land, it'll take 2 shots to kill somebody. But if you're me, it'll take 4 or 5 because the game fucking hates me. But it's very good for up close. It's a shotgun. You know how shotguns work. The SCAR. The SCAR is arguably one of the best guns in Warzone. It's got the range, it's got the damage. Yeah, it has a 20 round mag, but it doesn't shoot that fast, so you can melt people in one clip. The next one, the light machine gun, the MG fucking 40, whatever it's called. I don't know how to put it. It melts, but it's slow, and you run slow with it, so I recommend only having it in those first few moments. If it's the first gun you can grab, I'd pick that up. But other than that, I wouldn't fuck with it. Alright guys, that's all the tips I got. I hope you guys get a couple dubs. Let me know down in the comment section if I missed anything. Like the video, subscribe if you're new. I fucking love you.